Hello everyone, welcome to the very last auto auction preview for 2023. This is for December 30th, 2023, where I'm going to show you 4 cars, including an Infiniti, a Buick, a Nissan, as well as a 5-speed Honda Civic. All right, here we go. First up, we've got a 2002 Infiniti G20 with 123,000 miles. This is a 2-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve 4-cylinder. It seats 5 and had a $21,000 sticker price back in '02. Per the previous owner, it might need new tires and brakes. On the outside of the car, the only thing that I notice is on the driver's side, it looks to have brushed up against something white, but otherwise it looks pretty good. On the inside of the car, beautiful. Looks to have been very well maintained. The only thing that I notice is the driver's side seat is a little bit torn on the bottom, but otherwise, that's it. It is very, very pretty. Driving this car, I just backed it forward and backwards, and it felt fine for the few feet that I went, and it starts right up. It sounded pretty good, and it looks to be a very good looking car. And while you're watching, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss opportunities just like this that will come up. And also don't forget that online right now on Shop Goodwill, there's a BMW 328i that will end also on December 30th at 11 a.m. right after the in-house car auction. So don't miss that opportunity by checking out the links below. Next up is a 2003 Buick Century with 133,000 miles. This is a 3.1-liter overhead valve, 12-valve V6. It seats 5 and had a $21,000 sticker price back in '03. Per the previous owner, it's dripping some oil and it needs an oil change. On the outside of the car, it is pretty dirty, and on the passenger side and the rear, it looks to have been hit by something, so there's definitely a little dent. On the inside of the car, it is definitely on a dirtier side, but nothing that you can't really handle with a good scrubbing. The only thing mechanically that I noticed on the inside of the car is that the visor mirror is broken off. Once you get that fixed and clean it up a little, you will have a fantastic large vehicle on your hands. I turned on the car, I drove it a few feet, and for all intents and purposes, it sounded and felt just fine. And like always, thank you so very much for all of these donations, as well as all of the ones from this year, because without them, we wouldn't be able to provide all of the programs and services that we do every single day for the people who we serve. That's about 2,000 people that we've served this year alone. So thank you so very much. Next up is a 2005 Nissan Murano with 102,000 miles. This is a 3.5-liter dual overhead cam 24-valve V6. It seats 5 and had a $29,000 sticker price back in '05. Per the previous owner, no information is given, so what you see is what you get. And what you get is actually a pretty decent looking car. It's a little bit weathered on the outside, but otherwise it looks pretty good. On the inside of the car, it's got a little bit of an odor from a pet. But otherwise, it looks to be pretty decent. Again, it needs a little bit of a cleaning, but it looks pretty good. Turning on the car, driving the car back and forth, it looks to be just fine. I love the rear view camera, so definitely come out check out this car because it looks pretty good. And remember, this is for our in-house car auction, and that starts at 9 a.m. Registration is at 8. All you need is $100 cash and a photo ID to place a bid, but you do get that money back if you don't buy anything, so it costs you nothing to come out and check out the auction. The full list of cars that will be auctioned off on Saturday comes out on Wednesday, so look for that on our Facebook page as well as at goodwillcars.com. Last but not least, if you love stick shift, well, here's a Honda Civic for you, because this thing is a 2004 Honda Civic 5-speed with 167,000 miles. This is a 1.7-liter single overhead cam 16-valve 4-cylinder. It seats 5, and had a $17,000 sticker price back in 04. Again, no information was given by the previous owner, so what you see is what you get, but it looks to be a fantastic little commuter. On the outside of the car, a little bit weathered. Again, this is an 04, but all things considering, it looks to be okay. There's some rust building up here and there. On the inside of the car, it looks to be very well maintained. It is very clean. Again, just give it a nice little rub down, but otherwise, it looks to be a fantastic little commuter. I drove this car a few times back and forth in the lot because I just love stick shifts, and it drives fine. Obviously, I didn't take it into third gear or beyond, but for the gears that I was in, it felt great. And so with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you Saturday.